Who needs more time? Question number 3. What ministry are you involved outside our St. Nicholas family? What does that mean? Let's say someone goes on their own to Children's Hospital to read to young children there. Is that a ministry? Absolutely. If you help out at a food shelter, is that a ministry? Absolutely. Put that down. What ministries you do that you do outside the life of our church? So put that down. If you drive someone because they are not physically able to drive, is that a ministry? Absolutely. Write these down. Are you a part of an extracurricular activity in your town? Sporting event? You're teaching teamwork? Is that a ministry? Absolutely. Put that down. Who needs more time? Question number 4. First of all, does everyone have one? I'm going to look around and make sure you're writing it down. I'm not going to look at your answers. I want to make sure you're writing it down. I feel like a teacher today. Number 4. What ministry would you like to see at St. Nicholas that is not currently offered? What ministry would you like to see that is not currently offered? I just mentioned one before. We're trying to, a transportation ministry. Somebody who cannot drive to offer to pick up in the town that they live in, someone who's in the church so they don't have to worry about missing church. But we don't have that active ministry yet. No, you can't write that one down. That one's mine. You have to think of that. What ministry? Look at the ones that you wrote down that are involved outside the church, that you do on your own. Would you like to see that ministry here at St. Nicholas? If you would, write that down. I'm going to give everyone 1 minute to think. The choir, we already mentioned that, hopefully. Hopefully. But thank you for testing me. I'm going to give you another one. One ministry that we have on paper that we don't unfortunately practice to the best of our ability is visiting people that are in a nursing home or hospitals. We might go because we're friends with them, but how great would it be if we were to do it as a ministry? 3 or 4 people strong going to visit someone regularly because they can't visit someone on their own. How great would that be? Put that down. I'll let you write that one down. I'm giving my answer away. Say it. It's Christian College. The 5th question that you can see on this list. The 5th question. List 3 families or individuals who you know that are not here today and who would benefit from our ministries. Before you write their names down, if you're in your 30s to 40s, you have young children, think of a couple that you know that are in that same age frame that don't come regularly. Think of them. If you're close to retirement, let's say you are retired. You choose not to be retired. You came out of retirement. And you can think of someone your same age frame, your same calling, but they don't come regularly. Write them down. If you're single, but you know that there are others. Write them down. Notice we gave you 3 to write them down. I'm going to write my 3. Allow everyone that's in the back and the narthex that they can come in. Normally at the end of church is when we collect our tray, but I think it'd be a good message to see our children why a tray is passed. So now I'd like the members of our parish council to come forth and pass the church offering. Please come forth. Members of the parish council, please come forth. Come forth. Wait right here. This week, your offering is not going to be your money. Your offering this week is not going to be your funds. There's a reason why there's a dotted line on that sheet of paper. Fold it to the best of your ability. Try to fold it back and forth to try to give yourself a good crease. And I want you, to the best of your ability, you don't have to worry about a perfect cut, take questions 1 and 4 and put them in the offering basket. That is your offering this week. Are your reflections, your thoughts, your words to our community. There is no monetary support this week in this tray. Nothing. No monetary support this week. The support is your heartfelt words that are on that sheet of paper. But I want you to keep question 5 to yourself. Question 5 is for you to keep, and I'll explain that in 1 second. Questions 1 through 4 go in the tray. Can we get some more trays and maybe meet the people halfway down so we don't have to wait for people to cut on this side? Remember, questions 1 through 4 are to be placed in this offering basket. We have, she's coming right over there. You can put her right inside. Bravo. No monetary support. None. I don't want to scold anybody. Not today. Today, your words mean more than anything else. It means it more all the time to correct myself. Who still has questions 1 through 4 that have not been collected yet? Raise your hand. Everyone's turned theirs in? Perfect. Now, I want you to look at the paper that you're holding on to. There were 5 questions. You just turned in 80% of the questions, yes? If I'm a mathematician, I don't claim I am. You just turned in 80%, which means you're holding on to how much? 20%. Which means The church is going to take 80% of the responsibility to look at what you wrote, to see what you wrote, to implement what you wrote, but there's responsibility for the rest of us to take home. The names that you see on this sheet of paper, I don't want to see them. Show them to your spouse afterwards. See if you came up with the same names. And I want you to personally call them today. Text them today. Send them an email today. Put it on Facebook on their message today. Let them know that when the question was asked, not who's missing, tell Father Dimitri. There's a reason why I'm recording it visually and audio. So they can say, oh, Father Kosaraki wasn't in church today. Oh, okay. That's not the point. The point is when we ask the question, who in your thought, in your heart, and in your mind is not here? You wrote them down on your own. It's one thing to write it down. It's another thing to take it to that next level, which we're calling you to do. We want you to reach out to them this week. Call them today. Obviously, they came into your mind right away, so you might have a connection with them, a closeness to them. If they are on your cell phone, call them right after church on the way home. Say, I thought about you. Why'd you think about me? Tell them why. Tell them within the 24 hours that the sermon is going to be on our website. And they can hear for themselves. That this survey is going to be on our website. So those people that aren't here can take the survey themselves. Invite them to come here next week for worship. Let them know that we have a fellowship gathering afterwards. That we're going to enjoy the entertainment and watching a football game. But let them know that they are missed, that they're cared for, not just by us, but by you personally. Now I'm challenging you, reach out to them this week. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't write 3 names myself. And I'm going to call them this week. I hope and I pray you do the same. Amen. I'm going to leave you with one line in the service. We say it in different times. Having prayed for the unity of the faith and for the communion of the Holy Spirit. Now here's the key phrase. It also says, remembering our most holy, pure, blessed, and glorious Lady, the Theotokos and ever Virgin Mary. Then it says here, with all the saints, let us commit ourselves. Let us commit ourselves and one another. What does that mean? Commitment. Reaching out to people. These aren't my words that I told you today. It's found in the service. We're recommitting ourselves to each other. But we have to start somewhere. We have to start with us that are here to reach out to those that are not. And be it with excitement. Excite them to let them come. Let them know why you personally come. And with happiness and joy, then our message that we hope to teach all will be heard by all. Please stand. Καταξίως animastes, ποταμεταπαρησίας, ακατεφρίτως των μάδι δικαλίστες, έτων επουράνιων Θεών,